it's your girl VeeArtise and welcome back to my channel. Today is day 4 of the Pantone challenge and I am super excited about today because I feel like I'm establishing a rhythm, a habitual practice that says, you know what, no matter what, I'm still going to show up and I'm going to go in my studio. I'm going to paint something sporadic, not even having an idea of what it's going to look like, and I'm relinquishing the imperfections. So I'm feeling really excited about that. One of the things that I am kind of nervous about is running out of ideas of things to paint. So if you feel inspired to kind of help me continue this journey, please comment below some ideas of things that I can paint so your girl can keep this momentum going. Okay, all right, thank you. All right, let's get into it. Okay, y'all. Please do not judge me on the simplicity of today's piece because I just painted a lime. Simple, right? Maybe to you, but as I was sketching it, I realized that this fruit carries a lot of weight. And it reminded me of something I've been sitting with as an artist. And I think I need to break this down incrementally into sections. So I'm going to allow you to kind of enjoy the painting. And then I'm going to talk my, let's get into it. Okay, are you ready? All right, good. See, being an artist isn't just about painting pretty pictures, right? It's about living with the sour taste of your own choices sometimes. That in-between stage, the one that I'm in specifically, it's not glamorous. It's not a highlight reel. It's the space where you start to feel sour about all the decisions you've made thus far. And you look around, right? You see people excelling in their careers, climbing ladders, getting promotions, and building stability. And here you are, still pushing the paint around, still trying to make sense of this rebellion you chose to have against society. And oh my goodness, don't even get me started on the judgment from your peers, from your family, from your dog, and from strangers who tilt their heads when you say, hey, I'm an artist for living. They look at you like it's a hobby and not a calling. Man, I feel so anxious just to get this out of me. So let me be clear. I don't need the pity. I've already given myself enough of that. And you know what? I've lived through the nights of regret, through the whispers in my head saying maybe you should have taken a safer path. I've surpassed pity at this point, but what I'm talking about is the truth, the sour truth of walking this road. And that, my friend, that's where the lime comes in. Here's the thing. Limes and lemons look the same. They're both sour, but they're not identical. They're manufactured differently. They serve different purposes. A lemon is expected, right? Everybody knows what to do with a lemon. There's lemonade, lemon pie, lemon zest, but a lime, it's sharp, it's bold. It sneaks into recipes and changes everything. It doesn't even sweeten, okay? It just cuts right through. And that's what being an artist feels like sometimes. We're not the expected fruit. We're not the safe choice. We're the lime, all right? We're misunderstood, overlooked. But when you really taste it, you realize it carries its own purpose, its own necessity, okay? Think about how many meals you had. And when you add that little lime zest into it, woo, man, you didn't think it was needed. But now since you add it, you see what I'm talking about. You see what I'm getting here, right? I do not say this lightly, that the bitterness of being an artist is real. Comparison will eat at you. You'll scroll through Instagram. You see other artists selling it out of shows, selling their artwork, getting signed by galleries, landing commissions, and you'll wonder, what about me? Did I miss it? Did I make the wrong move? Did I waste my time? But here's the shift. I didn't choose this life. And if you're watching this and you're an artist too, you didn't either. This calling was placed on you. And that desire that keeps you up at night, that restlessness when you try to walk away from your craft, that's not by accident. That, my friend, is destiny. That's God. And that is your divine purpose. And you have to remind yourself, limes aren't lemons. We're not manufactured the same. And just because our purpose looks different doesn't make it less necessary. Yes, of course, the sourness is real. The doubt, the comparison, the judgment, but sour doesn't mean useless. Sour means sharp. Sour means alive. Sour means you are made to cut through the noise, to wake people up, to bring a flavor they didn't even realize they were missing. So, if you're in that space right now, if you're bitter about where you are in your career, if you're tired of being misunderstood, if you're questioning why you even started in the first place, hear me on this. You are not wasted. You are not behind, and you are not less. You are simply in your lime season, and it matters. That's why I keep showing up. Not because I feel confident every day, because, man, I know that this calling wasn't random. I know I was destined to create, and so were you. So here's my challenge for you. What's the lime in your life right now? The thing that feels sour, sharp, maybe even misunderstood, but might just be the very thing that makes you unique, necessary, unforgettable. Drop it in the comments, all right? Let's talk about it. Let's name it. Because if there's one thing this lime taught me today, it's that sourness isn't weakness, it's potential. A lime on its own can feel sharp, almost too much, but when it's pressed, when it's squeezed, and when its essence is drawn out, it transforms everything it touches. And it cuts through heaviness. It awakens flavor, and it reminds you you're still alive. And here's the thing. I don't want to be a lemon. And you're not meant to be a lemon either. Lemons are expected. They're predictable. They sit on every grocery shelf, ready to be picked apart, watered down, and overlooked. But a lime carries distinction. It demands attention. It holds a strength and a boldness that can't be mistaken for anything else. And that's who we are as artists, as creators, and as people walking through the in-between stages of our journey. We weren't made to be watered down, ordinary, or easy to swallow. We were made to stand out, to cut through, to bring something vivid and unforgettable to the table. So, if life gives you limes, let them remind you that even in the sharpest, most misunderstood part of your story are the very things that make you strong. They're not meant to break you. They're meant to build you up, to flavor the world in a way Only you can. So meet me here for tomorrow for day 5, because this isn't just about a painting challenge. As you can see, this is kind of like somewhat therapy for me. And overall, it's a journey of becoming. And every sour note is proof that you were meant to rise with strength. All right? Okay. Bye.